Hello there everybody, welcome back to another episode. I've already made this video 3 times right now because it has not worked one of those times, so I am making this one for the 4th time. In this one we're having a bit more of an in-depth look at this stock. It's really not going well tonight, but yeah, let's have a look at what we can see. We're obviously taking a bit more of an in-depth analysis on this one. In the usual episodes we just look at how it has been moving and all that kind of good stuff, and people are always in the comment section telling me, oh, this was not a full in-depth analysis. I'm like, no. Of course it wasn't, you know, we're saving that one for the weekends, so please do make a note in your diary and whatnot. We do a quick in-depth analysis on the weekends, mainly on a Saturday, but I wasn't very well yesterday, so today we are doing it on the Sunday instead. But yeah, we're looking at a few of the things which I personally like about the company and all that kind of good stuff. So if it does sound like a good plan for a video, please leave a like and please do subscribe. Of course, you guys know we are trying to grow the channel, so it is going to help us out massively. On top of that, you know, if you want to become a member, you can do so by pressing the join button, and of course if you want to come talk to us on Discord, link will be in the description. So not wasting any more time, let's just have a quick look over the past 6-month chart, mainly from December though, because of course we can see the big news that happened. So of course the stock was trading at about $10 for the majority of the year. That is always the case with these SPAC stocks, they're usually about $10, and then of course we had that news of the merger come out. The stock shot up to about $15.31. From there though, we did sell off the very next day, taking us down to $13.41, sorry, and of course from there we actually went up a bit. I'm not too sure as to why, but we did hit a high of about, what, $14.97. So of course from there down again to the previous low, or at least around that point, if not a bit lower, at $13.66. And then ever since then we hit new highs actually very recently on the 24th. That is actually technically the last trading week, because we've had so many holidays when it comes to trading over the past week. You know, this technically does still count apparently. But yeah, ever since then though we have been down. So of course for the past few days we are unfortunately down. But you know what, I think we are definitely in a good standing to start next week. And the reason why I say that, because in my personal opinion, by the way, I am not a financial advisor, but looking at the information that we have in front of us, I think, you know, we can obviously see from this chart, from about, what, the 24th, like I said, we saw that big sell-off, and by about the 29th to the 30th, things were starting to flatten out. Now, yeah, the 30th was a negative day, but, you know, it was 0.97%, very small amount indeed. Obviously, the only reason why the 31st is so negative is due to this big increase at the start of the day. So, of course, at market open, it shot down, but ever since then, we have been pretty flat for the day. In fact, actually a little bit positive, so of course 0.27% up, so you know, not too big of an increase, but you know, the fact that it is quite flat for the last trading day, I think that does definitely show some strength and some definite possibility to go up into the next week, and I would personally love to see that. But yeah, now moving on to what the company actually does and why I think it might be a decent buy. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a while now, you will know that basically this company specializes in Microsoft 365. Now of course that is kind of like a spreadsheet and let's call it work application in the sense that a lot of offices use it, a lot of schools use it and whatnot, and of course it's a very popular platform out there. It has an average user base of 200 million users per month, and of course that is an insane figure, and it does make sense because a lot of offices do use this service, so you can understand why. But of course AvePoint are kind of working with this service. So of course, yeah, what they specialize in is migrating data, managing the data, and also protecting the data. So of course, it's a kind of profitable service, and I think, you know, if they can continue to reach this customer base, they are seeing some big potential, potentially growing in the future. So obviously, looking at AvePoint so far, I believe it was founded back in 2001, so a very long time ago. I think we are looking, you know, at some strength because of that, in the sense that, you know, it shows that the company's management is good, the company's finances are decent, the company's been around for so long, and of course now we're just going to be moving on to a few things which I personally like about the company. Now unfortunately, I know this sounds like it's not going well, and it absolutely isn't. Like I said, I made this video 3 times and I have lost the slide which I was looking at, but I can talk you through it and a few of the things which really stood out to me about AvePoint. If you guys can find it, maybe you can, please do send it me in the comment section. I'd love to see it, because of course I'd love to update you on it in the future. But a few things which I read out from their presentation which I found pretty substantial are these facts which I'm about to say. The first one, which is the fact that Apxt is one of, I believe it is 5 companies, which is increasing their company size by 25% per year. And by the way, that's revenue, by the way. So a 25% increase in revenue per year whilst keeping costs down, I believe it was, by 10%. So of course, one of 5 that can meet both of those goals. Obviously, a 25% increase in revenue is significant anyway because it is absolutely huge. I think it's really cool that Apxt are doing that. It's a very ambitious marketing strategy and a fact to include, but I think it's definitely working out for them if they are managing to do that. So of course, that is showing good expansion on the business anyway. I think seeing this one in the future continue whilst the stock is publicly traded is really going to help them out. Another thing is the fact they are partnered with Microsoft, which allows them, and also they are very specialist in 365 as well because they've been around for so long. I think this definitely allows them to help when it comes to developing products into the future. I think it's definitely going to help them as we go forward. Another thing which I think is going to help them a lot in the future is the fact they are more of a proactive company than a reactive company. And I say that in the sense that they are developing the products now which are going to work with us in 5 to 10 years. And of course, if we look at companies like Nvidia, and specifically AMD actually, we have seen this and how it has affected their stock price more recently, in the sense they are working at products which are going to help us in the future. And of course, this proactive approach means that by the time the competitors move around to this strategy or to the technology which they are currently working on, Apxt is going to be miles ahead, and I think this is really going to help them out in the future. And of course, they do not intend to stop anytime soon. Things are going to come, good things are going to come. The increase in revenue is going to happen, and of course, this market sector and this market share for the company is set to increase in the future years. So of course, just to summarize, I think Apxt as a company is a very good company. I think the management is good. I think it's been around for long enough now to see that it's doing well. I think the fact that they are increasing revenue by 25% per year is really amazing. And I think, long live this increase. And I think it is going to continue for some time to come. So I hope you enjoyed the quick video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye until then.